How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for Farm Simulator 22 on the mod map Medvedin. And we are going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to Medvedin map. This map is based only on my imagination. Map contains 2 empty areas for building construction, 43 fields, 10 sell points, 11 production buildings, sawmill, 2 forests, 1 village. In new player mode, you will get a pre-built farm with machines." There has been a update to this, and it is version 1.2.0.0, and it says, "Attention, please back up your old version map before downloading this update or upgrade. There are big ground level changes. Revision of the map for 2023, updates for the latest version of the game, several fields reduced to 1, now 43, brand new farmland, changing forests, many details of the roads and vegetation redone, adjustments after gathering feedback for past year, now 1 farm and 1 area for construction, new PDA, new save game needs to be established for proper functioning. Have a lot of fun." This map was created by Metis MGS and is 119.62 megabytes to download. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. There are no mods required for this map, and we start out with Farmland 46. That is it. And if you noticed, Farmland 46 is your starting farm. You don't have any fields to start out with, so the very first thing you have to do is either start earning some money through contracts or buy a starting field and farm. You can see fields can get a bit pricey. They are pretty expensive. You know, there's really no good starting field, really, because they're all so large that the prices are kind of up there. You do have this one here for $36,000, but it's a placeable area, so it's really not a field per se. But again, I mean, it's all going to be pretty expensive, so you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do to start earning some money without having any access to a field or a farm. To a field without it not being contracts. So let's see. I meant to go back here. We do start with animal pens. You can see we have a sheep pasture, cow barn, chicken coop, pigsty, and horse barn. So we've got pretty much everything we can have at the start. We do have contracts available, no production chains to start out with, and no collectibles. Now, there are not really any mods specific to this map. There's nothing under the buy menu here, as you can see, and nothing under the buildings, productions, animals, or decorations, but we do have under landscape and painting a few additional paint swatches. But that is it. That is literally it. Nothing to see here. But there's somebody you see here, shop trigger. You start here, right here at the shop, and if we look back in the map, we're all the way down here in the bottom right corner, almost the bottom right corner, where the shop and repair trigger are. So meant to show that earlier. Shop trigger right there. Repair trigger is over here. And from this point, what I need to do is kind of teleport to the starting farm, because I don't want to walk all over the map, and it's going to take a long time if I do that. So here we are. Open this gate up, and I'm going to run around to the very beginning of the farm, kind of the entrance point. It is a very nice laid out farm. You do get some cool scenery here. I'm going to open the gate, and here we have, you know what? Before I make the same mistake a second time on a different map tour, let's take a look at our starting equipment, shall we? Because we're at the starting farm. Under the buy menu, under owned items and medium tractors, we have a Fendt 724 Vario and a John Deere 7810. Under harvesters, the New Holland CH770. Trailers, the Rudolph DK280 RL, the header trailer for your New Holland, that is the grain headers. You have a Kverneland Ecomat plow. Under cultivators, the Lemken Schmargd 9500K. Under seeders, the Pottinger Terrasim C6F. Under sprayers, You have the Hardy Mega 1200L. Fertilizer spreaders, you have a Braid Owl K105 and an Amazon ZATS 3200. Under weeders, the Enbrock Pneumatic Star 900. Mowers, you have the K-brand GMD 4411 as well as the GMD 3123F, so your rear deck and front deck mowers. Under tedders, you have the K-brand GF 8712. Under windrowers, the Samaz Z2840H. Under forage wagons, the Stroutman Zalon CFS 2501DO. Under header trailers, you have a Nardi N6030 header trailer, and under weights, you have a John Deere Pickup 1150 as well as the Agco 1100. And yeah, that's your starting equipment. Here we have a sleep trigger. Around the side here, if we jump, we have a wardrobe trigger. And right here we have a, nope, we're gonna head over in this direction because that's where my notes are taking me. Alright, first we have this barn here. It is our horse barn where we can have up to 14 horses. And feed goes in here as well as straw. Some storage here for your equipment. You have a chicken coop right here where you can have up to 360 chickens. Feed goes in there, and eggs right there. Manure heap right there. Have a cow barn right here with the slurry point right there. Sheep pasture right next to it where you can have 15 sheep. Water and food go in there. Food for your cows goes in. You can see the disc in there just beyond the kind of windows. Right in there. Here's your animal dialogue where you can have up to 80 cows. Straw trigger right there. And milk trigger right here. Have a slurry silo right here, putting in and out. Over here is a pig barn, where over there is your slurry output. Another manure heap over here. Pig barn with 270 pigs that you can put in there, with your feed trigger right there. Bunker silo over there. Bunch of storage here. A little bit more storage in here. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. And in here, repair trigger. A silo over here. We'll go ahead and go to the silo. It's a farm of 500, so it should be 500,000 liters of storage. And then over here, we have our water point. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a tractor. We're going to make our way around the map. Let's go ahead and grab the Fendt. Get on my way, wait. Okay. So we're going to leave out the front entrance of our farm here. Down this kind of narrow driveway. Once we get out towards the main road here, we're going to want to pull up and make a right. Here we go. To the right. Very, very long driveway that you have there. Alright, and then over here, this is the railway granary. This is a sell point. So I don't think this is actually... Yeah, this isn't a functioning Train silo, I do not think. Yeah, no. No, I don't think it's a functioning train silo. Let's go back to the tractor. And now, head back to the main road. Yeah, because there's only an input there. It's not showing that there's an output. I'm pretty sure it's only a sell point. And now we get to start heading in towards the town. You can see quite a bit of undulation. It goes way up over in that direction. Oh dear. Oh no, oh no! Oop. All better. Alright, so here we're going to pull in. Starting with my left side here, we have the carpentry for $60,000. You have your inputs here, your wood cell trigger here, and your outputs here. Over here we have the grain mill, $96,000 for that. Inputs here, outputs there. Here we have the cereal factory, $110,000 to buy that, and you have your inputs here and your outputs there. And then way over in the back, we have the oil mill, $80,000 to purchase that, and your outputs and inputs are right here. And then last, but certainly not least, you have the dairy right here. $70,000 will purchase that. Your input right here, outputs right here. And now gonna head into town a little bit further. There we go. We can start seeing everything coming into view. This is the town of Medvedin. Alright, around the back side here, we have the pizzeria sell point, the supermarket sell point, and the farmer's market sell point. And then come around here, pull in, make a left. Okay, here is the sales at animals sell point. Over here is the buying manure buy point. And then buying slurry buy point is right here. Then over here is your animal dealer. If you have a pen or pasture already put down on the map, you can then come here, purchase your animals directly, and by doing so, though, you will be charged a delivery fee. It's a little bit extra depending on the kind of animal you're getting. It's going to be a lot extra. $100 per cow for an adult cow. That being said, you can also purchase from your pens and pastures directly. But again, same thing applies. You buy from there, you buy from here, you're going to have that delivery fee. The only way that you're going to save that money from a delivery fee is buying or leasing an animal trailer. Bring it to this location. Go ahead and go ahead and load your animals into the trailer. Deliver the animals yourself. Then you save that delivery fee. So if you got a cow barn with quite a bit of cows in it, or sheep, whatever, you're going to want to consider getting an animal trailer rather than relying on them to deliver them for you, because it's going to be quite a bit of money. You're going to have to work a little bit harder just to be able to have the animals, where you could have just went and done it yourself. Alright, so over here is the ZZN Granary sell point. To my left is the debris crusher. Now to my left is the purchase of seeds buy point. The next one to my left is the purchase of minerals buy point. And then here we have the sugar mill for 80,000. You can purchase this. Outputs here and inputs around the front side over here. Lime station right here. Now to my left is the... Nope, that's not right. Is it? No, it is. Sale of sheep wool sell point. Got confused there for a second. Next to that, here is the biomass heating plant with a wood cell trigger right there. And then to the left there is the purchase of sprays buy point. So place where you can buy liquid fertilizer and herbicide. And now, come up here. To my left is the... Did I not write it down? Restaurant. That's it. The restaurant sell point. I feel like I missed one. I did. This is a tailor shop. 100,000 to purchase this. Inputs here. Wardrobe trigger right there. Outputs around the back. Then you have the restaurant. And then across the street here is the bakery. You can buy this for $50,000. And you have your outputs and inputs back here. Continuing down the road, just going to take in a couple more points of interest. Okay, here to my left, the grape processing unit for 80,000. You purchase this. Outputs here, inputs over here. Continuing to head down the road. Just got 3 more points of interest left. And coming up here, you're going to see a little side road off to the left. We're going to want to follow that. And again, a very, very long driveway. Kind of similar to the driveway that we had at the starting farm. And coming up here, you can start to see it come into view. Make a right. All right. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get a good turnaround spot down here at the end. There we go. So this is the sawmill. Purchase this for $100,000. You have your output for wood chips here. You have your input for your wood here with the wood cell trigger, and outputs for all your various products are right there. Now we have to backtrack all over again down that long driveway. We're going to take in our last couple of points of interest. Once we get towards the outer periphery of the map, up here in the north. We're just going to keep heading in this direction, and you can start to see some things coming into view just now. Okay. Coming up here to my left is the gas station. And then at the very end of the map, right over here, this is the spinnery. Purchase this for $60,000, and your inputs and outputs are right here. And that is the map. That is Medvedin. Now we are to the point of rendering my opinion. What do I think of this map? 0 to 5 scale, as always. I love this map. I think this is a great map. It's got very large fields, very large equipment are going to be necessary for those fields, but, and there's a big but on this with asterisks everywhere. Just because the fields are big, and quite a few of them are, the roads and some of these sell points and productions and all that are incredibly narrow. So that means that just because you're able to get your equipment down the road and you're able to use it and all that stuff, you might shortchange yourself in the end, because you know you have to have a way to deliver it. But I really like it. It's got a great color palette. It's got quite a bit of color along the roads and stuff like that, but not enough to be like, again, cartoonish is the best way I can come up with it. I love the undulations towards the center of the map. It really kind of makes it look like it's a good line of sight breaker. Then you've got all these kind of independent back roads I'm gonna come up to right here that allows you to get from point A to point B relatively quickly. That way you are not reliant on having to use the main road network. You can kind of get to place as you need to, kind of thing. But at the same time, it's one of those that you can choose to take the main roads. You don't have to come out here in the middle of nowhere and just be okay with it. Just, it's there. Take it if you want, and don't if you don't have to. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, what would I give this? I'd say a solid 4. A very solid 4. I think that this map has a lot going for it. Oh, I meant to turn here. Yeah, it's got a lot going for it. A lot that can be done with it, and it's got a lot of structure without being able to take away from the game playability itself. So yeah, 4 out of 5. Great job. Fantastic map. Love it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show them by liking and sharing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I didn't show how we got around. So we started here at the shops. We teleported over the farm. We then went around the outer periphery to see all the various stuff. Shot down the long driveway over to here to the railway granary. Then came out to here where we saw the carpentry, the grain mill, the cereal factory, oil mill, and dairy. Came back out all the way up to here where we took in the pizzeria, supermarket, and farmer's market. Came out, went across the street where we saw the sales at animals, the buying manure and buying slurry, as well as the animal dealer. We then came back out up to here where we saw the ZZN granary, the debris crusher, the purchase of seeds, sugar mill, purchase of minerals, lime station, sales of sheep wool, biomass heating plant, and purchase of sprays. Then came out to here where we saw the tailor shop, the restaurant, and the bakery. Came back out a little bit further and saw the grape processing unit, all the way out to here where we saw the sawmill, and then all the way back up and around where we saw the gas station and the spinnery. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. That being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.